2 minutes to go. Giants 23, Seahawks 20. 2nd and 6 from the Giant 26. Right to left on your radio. Ball in the middle of the field. Seahawks have 3 timeouts. Jones over center. Slayton, wing left. Handoff for Tracy. Hit in the line, spins ahead. Out to about the 28-yard line, and Seattle will use their first timeout with 1:55 to go. Huge third down here for the Giants.
It sure is.
Giants between 2 and 4 yards today, Carl. Only 1 of 5, and that's where they've had a couple of Wan'Dale Robinson drops. Tracy goes out of the game. Gray comes in. In a game that should not be this close, it is. And the Giants have an important 4 yards to make here with 1:55 left, leading by 3. Slayton out to the right. They move Hyatt to the near side left. Decibel level at 109. Jones in a shotgun set. Gray to his left. Jones back to throw. Sets, delivers one right. In and out of the hands of Slayton.
It should have been pass interference. They tackled Wan'Dale Robinson all the way down the field there.
So the Giants fail on a 3rd and 4. Brian Dable is screaming at the official. How do you not call a foul?
Well, here we go.
So the Giants will punt the ball away with 1:51 left, and the Seahawks still have 2 timeouts. Gillen takes the snap, sets it, not a deep kick. Williams bobbles it at the 26, runs to his left, runs away from 1 Giant, 2 Giants, and then knocked down at the 34. And Seattle has 1:40.
Get in field goal range or to win this game.
Giants 1 for 6 on 3rd downs between 2 and 4 yards.
Now Seattle can kind of run their offense here, Bob. They don't have to be pass heavy right away.
Again, Myers career long 61. His long this year 56.
Empty.
Smith in a shotgun set, takes the snap, drops back to throw. He's going to run with it, and he's got plenty of room. No one's looking. They're in man coverage. Smith all the way to the Giant 35-yard line. Smith and Jigba did a great job. Just kept running, even though he saw Geno Smith take off. Gain of 32. Smith and Jigba was acting as if the ball was coming his way. He knew his quarterback was running. 1st and 10 at the Giant 34. 1:32 to go in the game. Giants lead by 3. Smith with the 2 longest runs today for Seattle. And a delay of game. No, they have to use a timeout. They have to use one of the remaining 2 timeouts.
Second charge timeout, Seattle, 30 seconds.
Boy, that was a heads-up play by Geno Smith, and even better by his wide receiver being doubled all the way down the field and making him think he's about to get the ball.
Yeah, as Smith and Jigba's running down the field, he looks up and he puts his hands up, and the 2 defenders are running with him. Yeah. Meanwhile, he knew all along that Geno had taken off and started running. Now Seattle has 1 timeout remaining with 1:32 to go. With the ball at the Giant 34, 1st and 10. Smith back, looks left, throws left, completes it to the 30, and immediately tackled on the play is Noah Fant by Phillips.
Now they're in field goal range now.
1:17 to go in the game. Smith calls signals, takes the snap, back to throw, lobs one down the left sideline, over the head of his intended receiver, incomplete. Phillips on the coverage of Lockett.
Yeah, that was a good job by Phillips. He stayed in pace, looked back. The crowd's a little upset.
Dory Jackson.
Jackson's looking the whole way.
The ball was out of bounds.
Nothing
anyway.
there. I'll probably try it again, though.
3rd and 4 at the Giant 29. Giants lead by 3, 1:08 to go. Empty set for Smith. Takes the snap, back, delivers it left, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Smith and Jigba, as Drew Phillips was on the coverage, and out comes the field goal unit.
Okay.
So he will try a field goal of 47 yards off the left hash with 1:05 to go in the game. Giants still have 3 timeouts. Myers, in his 10th year out of Marist, is set. Snap is good. Kick on its way, and it's blocked by the Giants. They got pressure up the middle, and they scoop it up. Running down the left side is Houston. He's to the 5, and he's in for the score and a touchdown. Bryce Ford Wheaton is the one that picked it up.
They jumped right over the center there and blocked it. That is such a great play.
Bryce Ford Wheaton, off the bounce, returns it for a score. I'm trying to see who made the block on the play. That was Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons.
He stepped right over, and then Bryce Ford Wheaton picked it up and returned it 59 yards. And that touchdown's brought to you by Ford, the official truck of the New York Giants. What a play by Isaiah Simmons. Going up with 2 hands, blocking the field goal. And that touchdown brought to you by Ford, the official truck of the New York Giants. And that
what
will
a
seal
play.
it.
First charge, timeout. New York, 30 seconds.
He is the best athlete on the team. And he just leaped. Nobody touched him.
Yeah, originally I said Houston because they had the wide receiver in preseason. Houston were 88, but it's Bryce Ford Wheaton. Check in with Howard Cross.
Guys, they pull the guard's shoulder down so he can step across him. That's pretty ingenious.
Yeah, because you can't launch off anybody, but you're more than willing to jump over, and they went so low.
Yep. And that's film study, too.
So a blocked field goal returned 60 yards by Bryce Ford Wheaton. Simmons blocked it, and instead of a tie ball game, the Giants now lead it 29-20. Well, Seattle got a score on the Gray fumble, returned 102 yards, and the Giants get a score on the blocked field goal. And now Jones brings his team to the line. Seattle has 1 timeout remaining, and he just takes a knee on the extra point. So the Giants elect to not kick the extra point to go up 10. They don't want the extra point block in return for 2 points.
Yeah.
Because if the extra point gets blocked, it gets returned for 2. That would have made it 29-22.
Yep.
And then
a 1-score game. 8 points.
A wild game here in Seattle. We've seen a defensive touchdown. We've seen a blocked field goal for a touchdown. Daniel Jones outstanding in this game.
Bob, you know, they've had these horrible losses. It's okay to have an ugly win.
And how about Adrian Tracy, the rookie running back, and the game that he's had? Darius Slayton over 100 yards. He had a touchdown catch. 18 for 129. But Tracy 18 for 129. And Slayton with a huge game as well. Joseph to kick it off. Sidewinding kick into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants lead it by 9.
55 seconds left.
55 seconds to go. The Seahawks have 1 timeout remaining. The 12 are leaving. The Giant fans are staying. And there's quite a few. If you look below us, JPP jerseys.
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor jerseys. And on the other side, a lot of Giant jerseys.
This is, well, when this clock hits 0 and the Giants are victorious, this will be quite a memorable one to come in Seattle and win.
Smith on a hard count takes the snap. Chant of "Let's go Giants" starting to ring out. Smith gets sacked back at the 18-yard line. He tried to bounce out of the sack, but he was contacted. And I think DJ Davidson gets credit for it. Seattle takes their last time out. Thibodeau got pressure. Davidson, up the middle, just pushed the center back into Geno.
Yeah, Davidson was the last one to touch him. Play of the game right now, I would say, Bob, is Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons. And
the play of the game. He made the play of the game.
Tay Banks made a momentum-changing play when he forced Metcalf a fumble, and the Giants went downfield and scored. Jones has been outstanding. Slayton came up big despite an early drop.
Team effort.
Adrian Tracy, again, 129 yards rushing. Smith takes the snap on a 2nd and long, pumps, throws it to the left flat, completes it to Fant, who's able to get out of bounds safely at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 6. And stops the clock with 41 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Seattle. With 41 seconds remaining, they're out of timeouts, and the Giants up 29-20. Tyrone Tracy with the 129 yards rushing. Chant of "Let's go Giants" on a 3rd and 10. Smith avoids the sack. He runs it again. It's planted by Belton, short of the first down.
So it's 4th down. They're going for it, obviously. 25 seconds and counting.
That was another big play in the game. They went for it on a 4th and 1, and Burns got the sack. Back to throw is Smith, and he's going to get sacked by Dexter Lawrence to seal the deal. Big sexy Dexy does a little tumble roll, and the Giants are going to improve to 2-3 on the season. 7th sack by the Giants today. It looked dire for a second, but everything changed.
It would have been a shame if the Giants lost this game because they dominated literally for 3/4 of it. The first half, they owned it. Time of possession, yardage, everything. And this is a win that they needed. This is a character-building win.
Well,
come to Seattle.
You think about Washington. You think about Dallas. They found ways to lose games that were very winnable. Daniel Jones, 23 of 34, 257, 2 touchdowns, 10 rushes for 39. But his 11th rush for 38 will be the best one of the day because it's a kneel.
Yep. Your best players have to be your best players, Bob, and they were.
How about the performance by Tyrone Tracy?
Yeah, got the call and answered well.
Geno Smith now 2-1 against the Giants. Daniel Jones now 1-2 against Seattle. As the Giants take care of business this afternoon with a 29-20 victory in a game in which their offense kept the Seahawks defense off the field for most of the game, Carl.
Yeah.
And that was really a big factor in all this.
And you credit your play caller and those executing. Brian Dable called a great offensive game, and listen, Shane Bowen called a great defensive game, too. You walk away with 7 sacks. At the half, they don't even have 100 yards of total offense. That's a pretty good job they did.
Yeah, and 7 of Seattle's 20 points were on the Rashawn Jenkins 102-yard fumble return for a touchdown. So you held Seattle's offense to 13 points, an offense that averages 25.5 points per ball game. Next up for the Giants, Sunday night showdown with Cincinnati at MetLife Stadium. Tyrone Tracy runs for 129. Slayton catches 8 balls for 122. And the Giants win the football game 29-20. All the reaction from the locker room coming up after this on the WFAN Giants Radio Network.